Thank you, Mr. Chair. I will keep my comment briefly, and I will go back to the idea of safety. Safety first is a principle that we all agree on in the physical realm. We heard here about the need of ensuring security by default, but ensuring safety by design is an equally important way to prevent and protect children and those most vulnerable from cybersexual exploitation and abuse. As numbers of detected images and videos of such crimes have skyrocketed during the past 2 years, it has become extremely clear that we cannot just arrest our way out of this. And while countering impunity and ensuring a framework of collaboration and evidence use for law enforcement is important, prevention and deterrence are equally as important. Studies show that accessibility, affordability, and anonymity drive demand for cyber abuse and exploitation. For too long, we have looked at prevention as just putting the burden on those most vulnerable to no longer be vulnerable. We equate prevention with education a lot of time. And while ensuring a whole of society approach is important, we need to make sure that we also look at deterrence for perpetrators. Those accessing images and videos of sexual abuse and exploitation experience feelings of anxiety and ambivalence when they first start abusing. Hence, simple measures such as age verification, pop-ups where to get help, opting in measures when it comes to explicit material, or trusted private flaggers can have a significant impact. Again, security and privacy by default, safety by design. These measures are to be implemented by the industry in partnership with CSOs and governments, and some could actually make the subject of this convention. Another thing that we also need to take into consideration is that several studies show that sexual cyber offenses are a gateway into physical offenses. Therefore, prevention here means protecting children and those most vulnerable from further violence and victimization. I don't think any of us would look away from stopping someone from being sexually assaulted in the physical realm. So why would we do that when it comes to the online realm, especially since this can easily escalate? And the last point that I want to make is the importance of including the victimological perspective. I think during the COVID pandemic, we have found out that there was another pandemic that was lurking, and that was the sexual exploitation of children in the online realm. Ideally, we have early identification for this type of cybercrime. We have removal of that content, but we also create spaces in which we can learn from those who have been affected by this type of crime and also make their voices heard when it comes to prevent further victimization. Thank you.
Thank you very much.